What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I know it's been a while. Uh, I definitely have a lot to catch up on. Been working my ass off. You know, it seems like a lot of y'all ain't learned nothing from the last two presidential elections, even in your local elections, which I'm still going to discuss how Donald Trump became president again, and why Kamala Harris lost, and what were the factors, and how y'all don't learn from history, how y'all keep repeating the same shit. And we're going to talk about how we don't want to be revolutionary. I'm going to discuss that in a different live stream when I get to it, and it's going to probably next few, maybe either tomorrow. It's going to happen before, either if I'm out of town because I'm going out of town, or it's going to be tomorrow. You know, I'll be out in DC. But anyhow, we're going to talk about how Thanksgiving, y'all should have boycotted that holiday. Y'all should have never bought no damn turkey. Y'all should have never bought no pastries, no cakes, y'all should have boycotted Thanksgiving. Y'all should have been boycotting these pagan days. That could have been a non-violent protest of a revolutionary act. And since we're being overcharged and the cost of living, y'all could have just sat out. Just like y'all could have sat out with the whole election. Don't give me that they would have been so, because those people, Trump and Harris, they were selected, not elected by the rich folks. And y'all keep making these people wealthy, working your tail off and being overworked and underpaid. Gotta work 2-3 jobs to make ends meet, and you're still struggling. And we don't talk about the real shit, but guess what? Going into the new year, y'all still gonna be doing the same degenerate stuff, talking about relationships, gossiping, act like y'all experts, but none of y'all have any positive results. This is why I'm making a live stream about Travis Hunter on behalf of Travis Hunter. Because I got to call out a lot of bullshit. Because I've been hearing this for the last couple of days. So I'm going to give some time for people to come in. I'm going to give y'all, but we're going to start when it hits the 10-minute mark. Okay. So stay tuned. Okay. Let's play. Let's. I gotta cook you, MC. Like I gotta cook you. Gotta cook you. All right, hit the like button. I'm still waiting, giving y'all a few more minutes, and I'm about to start this show. When your heart's not open. And let me say this about before I finish the song. Madonna's part of the problem. She's one of them now. She was the original hyena, and now we got all these degenerate heifers, and that's why we got passport bros. But I'll continue. Definitely, well, do yeah, man, definitely. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for tuning in. I know I don't go live often, and it's due to I've been busy. Also, I don't get the support that I deserve, and y'all, I'm the real one over here. So we're gonna talk about Travis Hunter, and I've been seeing this on social media, and it has to be talked about. It was like it's just because I really want to talk about the brick bitch because the brick lady is talking shit again. She's back on the prowl, starting being the typical hoe ass Karen that she is, the wannabe Karen. And you had another black female out in Mississippi that set up a brother making a false allegation that she's being harassed, being followed in Target. And yet there's no consequences to women who lie on men, especially black men. That's what I really want to discuss. But because the algorithm does not support your man, and for some reason, as a black men's advocate, I'm an advocate for black men. Your popular podcasters, and I'm not going to mention any names. Maybe they didn't get to the story. Maybe it's not trending, and maybe it didn't get to the algorithm. I did tag some people. I even tagged the Queen of Accountability. Maybe she got a lot of stuff going on. But this is what I tell you about the hyenas. A lot of these people, your so-called men's activists, advocates, they're just advocates online. But when it comes to being in the pavement, they don't know where to be found. The guys that I respect is BGS. Shout out to you, BGS. Shout out to you, OG. You're really an OG to me. Shout out to BGS. Shout out to Dr. Tiasan Johnson, Green Gorilla. I know he's been been doing a lot of stuff. And shout out to Dennis Sperling for trying to do his part. Especially how he helped that black man out in I think Arizona, Aaron Sloan. Try to help him get on his feet. Because this is a problem. Because Dr. Umar Johnson got a lot of fucking nerve. You got these bitches online, bitches on TikTok. I can't stand TikTok. I mean, if it's about food content, making homemade recipes, I'll fuck with that. But you have a bunch of bitter ass broken hyenas talk about divine fitting, but they ain't got no damn husband. They talk about they want a man with money, but they're living with a bum based on their standards. A lot of them are single mothers, never been married, but yet they're giving out all this advice, and I'm like, this is the problem. I'm not saying the men are doing any better because a lot of black men are simps. So when I look at the young man out in Colorado, that's the place for Deion Sanders right now, or he did play for Deion Sanders. Black men, young black men like Travis Hunter has been led astray by the older black men. But see, a lot of these dudes don't want to take accountability. A lot of them set it in stone to be a goddamn male concubine. BGS talked about this, he talked about this. How a lot of these there's no bro code. There's really not a sisterhood, especially in the blacks. The black sisterhood is a joke, because if you're not supporting ugly red, known as sexy red, if you're not supporting light skinned hyenas who are degenerates, whores, and thoughts, hood rats like Gorilla, black women with class, black women who don't carry themselves like that, black women who are not, or who are anti-feminist, anti-democrat, don't support the Democratic plantation, and I don't respect black women like Candace Owens who fuck with the Republicans because she's a bed wench. So Candace Owens really had no business speaking on black issues, because she's with Dr. Umar Johnson, and I'm surprised Dr. Umar Johnson I don't know if he had a conversation with Candace Owens or a debate. Dr. Umar Johnson, when are you going to start calling out these black women who bunny hop? Dr. Umar Johnson, I got a question. Why do you call white folk snow bunnies? That does not seem like you're starting to reveal that you're not as pro-black and revolutionary as you claim to be, Dr. Umar Johnson. And it's getting on my fucking nerves because, I know y'all don't like Robert Perkins. We had our disagreements, but I do agree with him. Like, why does this ninja, Dr. Umar Johnson, is calling white teen females snow bunnies but when it comes to black women, and black women got to take accountability for their fucking image. Black women carry themselves as bitches and hoes. Black women support Sprinkle Sprinkle. Why would you support a degenerate Sprinkle Sprinkle, a gold drinking bitch like Sprinkle Sprinkle, who was a side chick messing with a married man, and that's how she got married, but she don't have none. But all she does is run her mouth on the internet, bashing black men, telling how to go dig black men, and then you have the trophy with. I'm still gonna come for the trophy hyena. You got black heifers, black hyenas like Sprinkle Sprinkle. You got black hyenas like Cynthia G. Yes, she's still around. That talk cash shit about black men with the anti-black misandry. You got black women like the African bitch, the brick bitch, Rhoda Osmond, who should be held accountable, who should be in prison. Yeah, she should be in prison for all the fraud this cunt have done. The Africans have done, scamming people, scamming broken women, mentally unstable women. Talk about you see her victimizing, assaulting people left and right, picking fights with men, but she's a victim. Rhoda Osmond, that said she got hit by a brick over a number. I said, bitch, ain't nobody trying to get your goddamn number. You're not that chick. You don't have the look. Before any of you ladies, you lovely ladies, come for me, talk about it does matter how she looks. You guys are goddamn dumb. Even your so-called sexual predator, and a lot of you women are raising predators. Started with the trophy wife. Her son was molesting the siblings. Let me say this again. The trophy hyena son, bastard ratchet ass son ain't dusty, ain't shit ninja. You should have said about he's a minor. No. This is poor parenting on the mother. A lot of you women raise these degenerate males. A lot of you women raise these 304s. And a lot of you dads are simps. Y'all simp daddy. You girl dads, y'all raise these modern hyena women with y'all talk about these women being entitled, spoiled, rotten children, but yet you raise your daughters to be just like that. That's why this is why people don't like me. Not only that I'm fair and balanced, but I tell the motherfucking facts. You wonder why there's passport bros? Because we got too many hyenas, too many hoffers. You comment, those who watch, those who fuck with the message, you comment. I may drop the link. I'm not gonna be here long, but this is a problem. A lot of you black men need to shut the fuck up. A lot of you older black men. Okay, you can consider me an OG now. I'm 41 years old. All right, but a lot of you guys in your mid 40s, 50s, and 60s, y'all need to shut the fuck up. Y'all the one who told us to roll out the red carpet for undeserving bitches. Yeah, a lot of you older men have told these young men to respect all women, which I say hell to the no. You respect people accordingly. And I'll say this, if a woman is not respecting herself, now I'm not saying you should go out and just be an asshole. I'm not saying you should be out of pocket, but she's disrespecting herself. Why is she putting the ownership on you? Last time I checked, women fought for the right for equality. Women want to be strong and independent and don't need no goddamn man, but they want you to pay their bills. Let me see. Let me touch this. Oh, yeah, ultimate, yeah. A lot of these Gen X dudes think they're right about everything. Yeah, exactly. And I'll say, but let me take another step. A lot of these boomer, these simps, these hoe ass ninjas, a lot of these boomer males are to blame. A lot of these men are the silent generation. Your so-called great generation were beta males. I see free people. I need to get my likes up. A lot of the silent generation of men who came from the so-called great generation were the ain't shit generation. When you ask me, because they taught this simp culture, they put all women on a pedestal. They support women being hoes and tricks. They push this bullshit. They support a feminism because a lot of these males want an easy ass. They wanted to have an easy life without putting no damn work as being a goddamn man. A lot of these older men are my granddaddy's generation, your granddaddies, your great granddaddy, they're to blame for a lot of the men suffering, dealing with all this misandry, dealing with all this toxic feminism. So when I look at a young man like Travis Hunter, and I look at how I came up, and the fact that a lot of these strong men are so alpha, they think y'all think being a man making money makes you a man. It don't. A man. This is why I cannot support Kevin Samuels all the way with his message. Because he told women to seek men with money. He told women, and nobody want to talk about this, he told women they should seek older men with money. So why are y'all so mad at Sprinkle? Why are you so mad at Shearer 7, but you ain't mad at Kevin Samuels? You cannot know. We don't do this here. I hold people accountable. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's why if you know, y'all know where I came from. Y'all know I used to rock with I still rock with black men to this day. They are the originators of the black man of the manosphere and the black manosphere. Black men fit. Quest 07, Mr. Legend, Big Country. What up, brothers? I mean, what up, my bros? Y'all the original manosphere. Y'all the original black men going on. BGS, he's the GOAT. BGS is still the GOAT. Dr. Tiazan Johnson. But I discovered black men before I discovered BGS and Dr. Tiazan Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of these new cats, Sergeant Willie Pete, I clashed with Sergeant Willie Pete. I don't fuck with him, but he was pushing that simp message. If black men just pay for everything, make money, make six figures, you be respected. Okay, you realize that that's a bunch of bullshit. You can make all the money. Let me say this: you guys who told men just get money, y'all didn't put us on no game. Y'all said don't be players, treat women as queens and stuff. No, you treat a hoe like a hoe. You treat a bitch like a bitch. You treat a lady like a lady. That's how I do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. I am not rolling out the red carpet for none of these modern women. I'll get a goddamn passport, which I'm working to do. But the reason why I don't got my passport right now is because when I leave this country, I ain't coming back. That's the plan. When I'm able to leave this country, I have no intention of coming back. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So when I look at Travis Hunter, so what we're gonna do. So a little bit of Travis Hunter is at the time I think he's going for the NFL draft. He's a college football player who plays for Deion Sanders out of the University of Colorado. Travis Hunter was trying to holler at, I don't know where Travis Hunter is from. I don't know where he's from originally, but he DM'd this chick, while he was in high school, or he was a college freshman. I think who's 2 years older than him. I don't got a problem with that. They're close to the same age. But the fact that this heifer was in college before him, that's a red flag. Let me tell you, that's a problem right there, because a lot of these college chicks are 304s. So you got as you look, these women can say, I don't date younger men. A lot of them are captive. They will sleep with a younger man, but they won't date a younger man. But which is to me, I think if you're having sex with somebody, that is your wife and husband. So you don't have to me, dating and sex is the same to me. But a lot of people, it's like they treat it like it's so different. No, it's not. You're still engaging in sex. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly. So when Travis Hunter was talking about, this is nothing new. A lot of men have made this mistake. I have made this mistake and got lied on to when I didn't fuck with the broad. The broad didn't want to talk to me. I was like, okay, you led me along. You led me astray. You play with my emotions and feelings, but I'm the bad guy, and you want to use it against me later on. I was a victim of false allegations. So, and I was a victim of SA when I was young, and then the women cover it up, and then the female did something inappropriate. I'm not going to get into the details of my life, but at this particular stream, yeah, I talked about this before. So when I see these women, a lot of these young men, a lot of you older men have made these, who are now older men, OGs, elderly men, y'all have made the same mistake. What has changed? The only thing that's changed is feminism. Unchecked female privilege at an all-time high. Feminism, welfare, the social programs for women, granocracy, all this female empowerment. That's the only difference between our generation compared to the men before us. A lot of I agree with you. Yes, simps are these sex workers who have intercourse with men, 100 men a day. Simps are to blame. They need to stop giving them power. Exactly. Well, here's the thing. You're right about the power part, but here's the thing that nobody talks about. A lot of these women were taught by their mothers, so their mama was a hoe. The mama was a bitch, and the man got with the woman because she looked good, but you're not requiring substance. That's what a lot of men, because a lot of women were taught how to cook and clean, but A lot of men, I would say a lot of men, despite the simp culture being simping being at an all-time high, passport bros being at an all-time high, men basically want to go overseas. Parenting does play a role. A lot of men are starting to require more from women. It's just. I mean, this internet shit is just. I think a lot of these women want attention because you got a lot of phonies out here. You have men talk about single mothers all day. I don't talk about single mothers all day. I just talk about how women are. I don't care if she's a single mom or she's single and childless. They are technically one and the same. The only difference is one that got children, the other one that married women ain't no damn better. A lot of these married women be coming from me. Like I'm talking about them. I'm like, bitch, you got a husband. You've been arguing for 4 hours. Even like writing novels of how much you want me unalived. You want to do harm to me. You're threatening me online, and you're doing it because you know you can get away with it. You coming at me, but meanwhile, you got a husband at home that just came home. You won't give him no top. You won't cook him a home cooked meal. You won't take care of your kids. You are so triggered by the content I make. I don't understand why, because I wasn't talking about you. You wonder why a lot of these women who are now adults, who are now middle age, who are now older, it's because women before her failed, because mama failed her, grandmama failed her, auntie failed her. These hyena women were never checked back in the day. You have a lot of weak ass men. Just because a man's man doesn't make him an alpha man. Just because a man gets women does not make him a man's man. Why do we have our logic on it, especially on this app, is so distorted? Oh, I mean that's true. That's true. That is fact. I mean, when I look at these millennial women, it's like, women my age group. I'm an older millennial. It's like, to me, it's like we are millennial men are fighting a losing battle with masculinity and trying to hold values. You know what I'm saying? And then we're introduced to Gen Z, and now you're dealing with women. Younger women ain't no better because I hear guys all the time talk about guys my age and older, Gen X and older millennial men, and just talk about we'll just date younger women. Here's the thing: a lot of these younger women, unless you talk about overseas, a lot of these younger women are being brainwashed by Sprinkle, Share 7. They're being manipulated by Derek Jackson. You got a bunch of pandering simps, and you got a bunch of degenerate hyena hoes, hyena women like Sprinkle. I have no problem calling out Sprinkle. As a matter of fact, if Sprinkle want to come and debate with me, want to talk to me, I ain't got no problem. I will go in on her. If I gotta cuss her out, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? If she invited me, hey, you debate me, tell me why I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing, I'll tell her why she's wrong. I ain't intimidated by nothing. And if people are against me, I'll just, it is what it is. I'm used to fighting solo. You know what I'm saying? Travis Hunter is making the same mistake a lot of us as men has made in the past. Now, bitch ass Shannon Sharp is telling us we shouldn't be talking about it. Now, I get what he's saying to a degree, but Shannon Sharp needs to shut the fuck up. Shannon Sharp, how many times have you been to divorce, my boy? Shannon Sharp, how many times have you have failed relationships? You are a certified narcissist. Shannon Sharp, we don't want to hear nothing you got to say. If you want to talk about football, you want to talk about how the game is, you stick to that. We don't need to hear your wisdom because you failed. You failed in relationships. You are a horrible family man. Steve Harvey, you're no different than Steve Harvey. All these celebrity men, T.I., you failed your son. Look, I want to know, remember how you saw that viral clip of T.I. fighting with his son? T.I. ain't shit. Look, I understand, families have disagreements, parents versus versus their children versus their parents, family members. We all have had battles. You know what I'm saying? But to me, these people should not be talking. Why is it? Because people make a certain amount of money and they got live a certain lifestyle. Why do I got to hear what you got to say about relationships when you are a failure? in that department. You just know how to get bread. You just very good with your talent, but you're not good in other areas of your life. You can say most people are like that, but you were just blessed to get ahead. I look at Shaquille O'Neal's life. Shaquille O'Neal. Look how Shawnee O'Neal said, this hits home. And nobody has yet to talk about this. Shawnee O'Neal. Remember when Shawnee O'Neal wrote that tell-all book? She's no different than Brittany Renner. Difference is Shawnee O'Neal was married, and she got married to a pastor, and now that man's going through hell. This is why you don't marry women who got a high body count. This is why you don't marry a woman who got multiple kids who was previously married. This is why you don't wife up single mothers. But you got too many people who are speaking on topics that they're not good at. They are not qualified. Look at No Fugazi. He's a fraud. Derek Jackson, a fraud. Cynthia G, a hypocrite. Sprinkle is a goddamn fraud. She's scamming, pimping out these women, giving them the worst advice that can get them unalive, that can get them great, get them harmed. Be in a dangerous, abusive situation. Look at what happened to the trophy wife. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play some videos, and then we're going to do a play-by-play. Now, if you want me to drop the link, just say, do you want me to drop the link after the fact? Okay. Time to order a party platter of that. Okay. So I'm going to try to. I'll have to go to the store next soon. All right. All right, hold on, people. Hold on. All right. And I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't. Where we from? I saw myself on Instagram, but she doesn't. And I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't my type. So then I left him. I wasn't her type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. Oh hell no! And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like. I'm gonna replay that part again because this is dangerous. Even if it was a woman dealing with a man like that, I would interject. It is crazy, Ultimate. Yeah, that's a crazy. Instagram, but she doesn't. And I saw myself on Instagram, but she doesn't. And I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't my type. And she's lying, y'all. She is lying. God damn. I wasn't her type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months. And 2 months, dude? You crazy as hell. This is why I say he came from a 2-parent home. He had a dad in his life. To my knowledge, I don't know if that's accurate, but where daddy and uncle should be putting him on game. But see, daddy is probably a simp. This is what y'all don't want to talk about, the whole 2-parent home thing. This is why I don't agree with it. I don't support single parent homes, broken homes. Don't get me wrong. But it's the type of parents who are raising these children, and this is how they become adults like this. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. Guys, let me tell you this. Coming from me, they'll never be friends with a woman. Be real with your intentions. If you want to clap cheeks, be real. Keep it a buck. No woman wants to be friends with a man. While you, her friend, she's been crying about some problems about her dealing with some jerk, or she's still dealing with some drama from her ex. And you should not be dealing with no single mother coming from me, because she can be talking about her ex-husband or her baby daddy. Why put yourself in the friend zone? She ain't trying to be your friend, man. You ain't trying to have no platonic relationship. You gotta shut that hell to the no. And if she gets, if you lose, look, you. Let me tell you, men, about this. You can't lose somebody if you never had it, and you ain't missing out on the pussy. You ain't missing out on no cooch. You being her declining your advances is protection. Like they said, I don't believe in rejection. I don't agree with that term. But every when a woman don't want to be with you like that, she's doing you a huge favor, and you should be thanking the Most High that you're not fucking with her right now. You could be in a bad situation. I don't even care if it's a one night stand. You can get me too. You can be going through hell right now. Verbal abuse, DV. Men go through a lot of DV, but it goes unreported. And if it does get reported, the cops don't give a damn. Judges don't care because you're just a guy. So because of that, men don't say nothing, or men get emasculated, especially by these lovely ladies. And then you got these male simps who probably putting hands on women. They want to judge you. This is why I'm not mad at men being passport bros. I'm not mad when men want to go overseas. If you want to go overseas, I don't agree with you paying for prostitutes overseas, but I mean, I don't agree with that. But you're an adult. You know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't want to catch no STD overseas now. But here's the thing. If you want to go out there and have fun, live it up, or you want to look for a wife, I don't got a problem with that. Women, especially black women, have been doing that, getting their past. That movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, is based on a true story by Terry McMillan, which I can't stand Terry McMillan. But we're gonna play this. And I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't my type. So then I left him. I wasn't her type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like. And the only reason why she responded because she found out more about him. And we're not talking about no background check. We're talking about she found out who he was and what type of credentials he had, and he was a potential NFL draft prospect. That's why she decided to fuck with him, and probably he's going to get a nice payday. But a lot of you men will lead with your resources. This is why I don't leave. This is why I don't believe you should ever lead with resources, because this is what you're going to get. I'd rather have women think I'm broke and poor before I tell her what I got, especially when I'm able to get to that level. Oh, none of these women are going to know what I got. No. They ain't no way in hell that they're going to know what I got going on. In their eyes, I'm just a regular guy, and I like to keep it that way. Long time. Like another 2 months. And then, how in the hell are you gonna do this, dude? Now I get if he was in high school, I could give him if he was in high school, but college, my bro, how are you gonna let a woman do you like this? And you're gonna deal with the dirty snow bunny. Why would you put up with something like this, my brother? You in college too. But I get it. I ain't gonna get to a lot of I ain't gonna get into that part. The whole the race thing. But what I'm gonna say is that he probably found her exotic. You know, she looks like Latina or something like that. I think he was feeling her in that. I don't know if the sister, probably the sister, he looks like a cornball. In the eyes of many Black American women, would be considered a cornball. I'm just being real. He don't got no swag. He's not he's not hip. He's not hip enough. He don't got the charismatic. He's not charismatic. He got to be extreme with the charisma. He got to have some gangster vibes. He gotta be suave. He gotta be go over the top. So I think that's why he ain't dealing with sisters. I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what I think, in my opinion. So she didn't respond for the first 2 months. Then she dragged it on, and then she just let you hanging for the next 2 months, my brother. Lord have mercy.
Because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I?" Then I was his friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into.
Look, ain't no way I'm gonna no heifer put me in no damn friend zone. A lot of you men need to talk to your sons. A lot of you uncles need to talk to your nephews. Because the women are not going to put this young man on game about female nature. Because she used to be that type of broad. Just like a lot of you dads who got daughters, y'all used to pump and dump women. You used to dog them up, dog them out, diamond out, put hands on them. You used to be horrible towards women. Now that you got a daughter, oh, no, nigga, no, own your shit. A lot of us need to repent. Some of y'all have crossed the line. A lot of these women have done the Cardi B. A lot of these dudes have crossed the line with women. And she didn't say nothing for whatever reason. Or you had a good lawyer, which is rare. You know what I'm saying? Most guys are buried underneath the prison. You know what I'm saying? So let me just play this clip. But see, there's no way in hell. Once a woman puts you in the zone, just go. Just this man should have just focused on his career. He should have focused on just living up at the campus, be responsible, right? But also, if he was able to travel abroad, this is, probably if he could have, probably, if he chose to stay in school or if he chose to stay in school, after he got done playing for football season, he should probably, took college, went to school abroad, man, just to get the whole international experience, just to learn about life outside of America. And I don't think I think he's just been to he's from Colorado, or I don't know where he's from originally, but he's in Boulder, Colorado. He's probably never been to a city like New York. He's probably never been out to California. He's probably never been somewhere out in Florida, and it just learned in Atlanta. He's going to be playing in places like that to get and just live, live and just live life and learn. But I just want to let me finish the rest of this.
And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go with myself, so he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then
the disrespect of this bitch is unreal. I'm calling her for who the hell she is. The disrespect of this bitch is unreal, and this man gonna put up with it. Now I know guys my age and older will put up with a woman like this. Can you imagine being married to somebody like her? This is the type of woman that will cheat on your ass and spend up your money. Nag you, will never shut the fuck up, aggravates you, emasculates you. Every chance she got, try to provoke you to hit her. This is what goes on. But when I talk about this stuff, look how I get censored. Or I'm condoning DV towards women, which is bullshit. But y'all same people condone DV towards men. Y'all fucking hypocrites. Y'all support child abuse. So y'all need to shut the fuck up.
Went with me, and then we was in love. Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like, no, like the next weekend. Yeah. No, that was during the week. It was the talk off. That was the first day talk off. Yeah, and then I was still on. Yeah. And I had school the next day. The next day.
The fact that this man was a minor, and I'm surprised that there's no case against her in terms of statutory rape. Why is this woman charged for having an inappropriate relationship with a minor is beyond me. Because if this was a man, I don't know, there are guys in college, there's men that was dealing with women. There's college guys that messing with chicks in high school, and they are paying for it to this day. Got to register as a sex offender. There's guys who've been punished severely, even though the chick initiated and she made advances towards him and lied about her age because she looked grown. She made herself look grown if she didn't look grown. You know what I mean?
And there was a
Bullshit.
I was not into him.
The fact that she's saying that she was never attracted to him, and this dude is still and to me, I can't give him I can't give him a pass because you in college, my brother. You're in college. I can't give you a pass on this. Now in high school, you was just wet behind the ears. I could give you the benefit. Now you just wasn't brown. You didn't have no guidance. But not, I can't give you because you are considered a grown man legally, and you can drink, you can vote, and all that.
Show myself on Instagram and she does. And for her, I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't my type. So then I left him. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like a long time, like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love. Yeah, we was in love.
I know this nigga. Look, there ain't no way in hell she loves you like that, bro. I'm sorry. No, this is bullshit.
Like, you know, the next weekend. Yeah. No, that was the week. Yeah. And then I was still on. Yeah. And I had school the next day. The next day.
Look, I know he's an adult, but and no, they say he should make his own choices, make his mistake. You don't want to make that mistake. Don't. And she takes you to anti-family court and take you to clinics and divorce you and keep you from seeing your own children and then bring creeps around your children. You don't want to make that type of mistake and deal with them type of consequences. No, you don't want that, man, and lose all your resources. And then she's taking your money and running out. So she gonna and deal with some bum who, and then on top of that, she's gonna go deal with a bum because she didn't want to talk to you, but she's gonna talk to the worst version of a guy who happens to be a bum and taking care of you, living off your money, and taking care of her broke ass family members and who are degenerates and lazy and shit. They're gonna be leeching off your money. Oh, and then these women get mad at us because we passport bros. They get mad at red pill content creators. They get mad at BGS for being black pill about women. They get mad at Dr. T.S.on Johnson, who's never cussed out a woman, very respectful. He just calls out anti-misandry, anti-black misandry, and feminism, toxic feminism. But y'all get mad at us because we make content calling out you heifers. Y'all get mad at Red Supreme. We don't condone no violence and nothing like that, no harm. No, we don't wish no harm on y'all. We just call out female nature. We call out American women for who the fuck they are. We even call out international women. We're just against degeneracy. Look how y'all attacked Dennis Sperling. Y'all get mad at men who call out, who don't take no shit from no woman. from no disrespectful hyena bitch. Now let me go. Let me play out. Let me go because Dr. Umar Johnson rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm about to roast. I'm about to because I have been. I've been. Now I got to get Dr. Umar Johnson. Here's a clip.
He with her? I'm very disappointed. But again, I got faith in the young brother. I like him. He's good spirited, good energy. Doesn't seem like he got a whole lot of political education, but a lot of our black athletes don't, right? They've been surrounded by white folks their whole life and black people who ain't thinking about teaching them about who they are, only trying to maximize their profit for the power struggle.
Well, the problem with that, Dr. Umar Johnson, I posted. I wanted to start from the beginning. Black people don't have no fucking pride. Black people are prideless. They're cave worshiping coons. They just want to be house Negroes on the plantation. You got a lot of plantation minded Negroes. And that's a fact.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I had no idea he did that, man. But you heard about Travis Hunter and his fiance?
Yes, I have. And I saw that comedian Godfrey had responded to the news, was engaged, and that it had been purported that his fiance had stated that he originally was not her type, but that he had, and I'm paraphrasing here, he had since that time won her over. And
let me say this. No, he did not win her over. He never did. You can never, if a woman don't like you, is not initially attracted to you from 1 to 5 7, you can never win her over. I'm not saying she can't have a change of heart. She can't. Maybe she got to know you a little bit that she can change her mind, because people do change their mind. Men change their mind if they don't find a woman they're initially attracted to. But a lot of times it's coming from a broken place. Or you just have healthy, good conversations, and you're getting to know each other by. Sometimes you're forced to spend time to each, if you're on a job or you're in the same class. But it has to be a communication. It don't happen. Let me say this, guys. If a woman don't find you attractive and she want to fuck with you after the fact, you did not win her over. Listen, we got to stop saying that shit. You can never win a woman over. She decides that she want to fuck with you. A woman can look at you right now and decide if she wants to give you top, to give you relations or not. A woman can look at a man and decide if I want him to put heavy meat inside me, I want to be butt naked and get freaky with him. You can never win a woman over. We got to stop saying this mess to our sons, man. We need to stop miseducating our young men, period.
It appears that marriage will be coming at some point in the future, and there didn't seem to be any conversation surrounding a prenuptial agreement. There had been
prenups don't work, but don't marry the bride at all. Prenups don't work. Too many men have been lost in prenups. It don't matter how you organize it. You're in a gynocracy. You're in an anti-family misandry, everything against men society.
Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, had tried to communicate with Travis Hunter that you might just want to slow down a little bit. Not to say that she's not a nice lady, not to say she's not the one, but you're moving kind of fast. I mean, I'm saying now, to be the number one football player in the country, or number two, depending on how you rank him and Shedeur Sanders. And by the way, both of them are my two favorite college football players, and will probably be my two favorite NFL players if they don't start bunny hopping. But anyhow,
Dr. I get so fucking tired of you saying if they don't start bunny hopping. When are you going to give black women that same energy? Oh, you won't, because that's your support. Where's the school? When you spoke out, when you spoke into and gave Diddy the benefit of the doubt and you didn't throw a black man underneath the bus, black women turned on you because they thought you were supporting Diddy and you wasn't. You were stating the facts, but because these women are narcissistic, heartless hoes, so into their feelings, got a victim mentality, they think you're defending Diddy when you wasn't. You, no matter how much you pander to these women, the minute you disagree with them, you're canceled. When will you men understand this? And Dr. Umar Johnson, when you got called, you're telling black men, because you made when you was in Australia, you're telling black men they need to marry these women no matter what, but you're not married. You got multiple baby mamas. Where are your wife? Where are your wives, my brother? You out here just paying for pussy like a simp. Like a simp. You out here preaching all that stuff, criticizing black men, but you're the same dog doing all types of wickedness. I can't stand hypocrites like you.
You have not played an NFL game. You have not even been through the NFL draft. You have no idea of the type of women you're going to meet whenever you get to whatever team that you're going to play for.
He's right. Now, if he plays in Atlanta, oh my God. Now, you got to be careful of Atlanta. You definitely got to check that neck, check the shoulders, check. You might need them to have no pants and no underwear on to know who you're dealing with in Atlanta. Miami, the women are out there. Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Los Angeles, the Bay Area, San Francisco, the women out there, Seattle, Washington, DC, man. So that man don't know. That man, Travis Hunter, he needs to slow it down. He needs to don't rush into anything. As a man, you should never rush into a relationship. Women, you should never rush. You should not rush, but you should be intentional in trying to vet somebody. But men should never rush because you got a lot to lose. She don't. I don't even look. And we're talking about men who are productive, men who work hard. We're not talking about you guys who live off of women and live and laying up on her couch, sleeping on her couch, eating up all the food while she working and messing around.
A child, you've only been in Boulder, Colorado, and you've been in Jackson, Mississippi. Why not give yourself some time to explore life before you just jump the hoop with this woman, and I'm not going to say nothing against the young lady. She might be a nice young lady. Obviously, I have issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women, and this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale.
How is it going to be a tragic tale when you ain't got no wife, bro? How is it going to be a tragic tale when you ain't got no wife, my brother? This is what gets me. I agree with some of the things Dr. Umar Johnson is saying in this podcast, but nigga, you need to shut the fuck up about marriage because you ain't trying to get married. You got multiple baby mamas, and you don't even have a good relationship with your children. You don't even have a good relationship with them. So you need to stop talking about that.
Multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced, and his non-black wife is going to run off with all of his career earnings, as we see.
But black women are doing the same thing tenfold. What are you talking about, brother? You haven't. She's alienating you from seeing your own children, your own baby mama. What are you talking about?
And continue to see on a regular basis. So I'm not for it at all. But again, I'm not besmirching her character. I'm sure she's a fine young lady. But for him to be engaged already and for him to be about to get married and he doesn't even have a prenuptial agreement, are you out of your mind, Travis Hunter? No disrespect to the young brother. I'm saying, but bruh, slow this down. Put the marriage on ice. I need him to put that marriage on ice for about 2 or 3 years and don't have any children out of wedlock while that marriage is on ice. My fear, Art, is he's going to run into the queen of his dreams and it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. So I just think the brother moving too fast. So many of our black athletes, they run into these non-black women in college, and they just think that that's what their life is.
But Dr. Umar, where are the black women? How come black women are not checking for men like him? Oh, I forgot. What you won't talk about is that they want a finished product. Let's not talk about how black women are told never that when the time black women are born as little girls, they're never told how to be feminine. They're never told how to bake cookies and cook and then make a man a plate, how to serve a man. Yeah, that's not being taught. What is being taught? City girl, slut, be a feminist, womanist, misandric, men are the enemy type of bullshit. Hate men, disrespect men every chance you get. The only man you respect is your boss, your white male boss. Just respect Uncle Sam. Get on welfare. But they're never told how to be a lady, how to be a wife, how to be a mother. But yet but we promote baby mama culture. Look how the type of women like Sukihana. You were messing with Sukihana. Those trash women represent black women. Brick bitch. They're told to be Corey Russell. Sprinkles representing the worst type of black women out here. Shira 7, women like Shira 7 are dangerous. And I don't got nothing personal against Shira 7. I don't support her message because she's messing up these young women with her content and pepping them out, keeping women single, and a hypocrite. You got women like Cynthia G, who are the majority of these these women, and you got too many hyena bitches out here. You got women who choose to be side chicks, feminists, man haters. Then there's the lesbian aspect that you never discuss because that will mess up because you are trying to that will mess up your hustle. Dr. Umar Johnson. Tariq Nasheed, I got a problem with Tariq Nasheed. He too soft on the women. A lot of you pro-black men are too soft on the women. Men like me who are pro-black, we ain't soft on these hoes. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get your ass. We're fair and balanced over it. It's bad enough that the church doesn't hold women accountable for their degenerate behavior. Just only hold men when you have to have beef. You have to have balance. You can't just take care of one side but neglect the other. Excuse me.
Best thing since sliced bread, not to demean any woman of any culture, but we should be with our own women. And one thing I appreciate about Deion Sanders, although I'm still not happy with the move he made to Colorado, making all that money for a predominantly white college that does nothing for black people. But nonetheless, one thing I do respect about Coach Prime, you don't see his sons doing that. You don't see Shador and the other brother, the cornerback or the safety, the other Sanders. What's his name? Shiloh Sanders. Shout out to Shiloh. Forgive me for forgetting your name there, young prince. But you don't see Shador and Shiloh being all booed up with no girl in college. You notice that? You always see them by themselves. You don't see them. I've never seen any photo of either one of them.
Well, the thing is, Dr. Umar Johnson, because many of these guys are probably just smashing women left and right. I didn't say chasing. I'm saying the women who are available, give them access. They're just having relations. And I think that's dangerous too because of what you said earlier. See, you got to be careful. You got to pay attention to Dr. Umar Johnson. He always slips up. And the thing is, you should build a relationship and get to know people. But I think in the black community, we delay. You should not. We delay marriage. We delay coming together. I'm not saying you should rush into marriage, but we don't build a relationship that leads towards marriage and legacy. We don't work together. We don't interact with each other, and this is the problem. And black women are told, don't focus on that. Get your degree. Not meet a man in college and build with a man in college. Build a man through grad school. Even if if one don't go to grad school, build a man and just deal with that man. Just get to know each other and build something. You got something. You rock with each other. You vibe with each other. You build together like that. We don't teach that in the black community. I mean, it's a problem across the board, but we're talking about the black community.
Booed up with any girl, black or white, in college because they father not having it. Deion Sanders knows how this goes. He knows how women would try to hitch their cart to your wagon. You know, he knows how this goes. And I think he had a sit down with Shiloh and Shador and said, listen, y'all can have all the fun y'all want. You better be protecting yourself and you better not be getting booed up with no woman. You built this. We built this. If you're going to choose a woman, you're going to choose her with this head, not the other one. And so I appreciate Deion Sanders for not allowing his sons to fall into the same trap that it appears Travis Hunter has fallen into. You know, it's such a shame. Such a shame. So unfortunate to be that great and to still be a victim of the Snow Bunny crisis. It's just ridiculous.
How about we just call for what the fuck it is, Dr. Warren? Stop saying the Snow Bunny crisis. It's the hyena crisis of a lot of these modern black. If he got with a black woman, he would be facing the same goddamn problem. And I think he actually would be worse off. I'm not saying all women are trash, but the majority of women are trash, just like the majority of men are trash. But I would argue that there's more good guys than there are bad guys. There's more. I would say men have more of a heart than women do. There are more good men than there is good women. There's a shortage of good women, and we see it. Most women choose to go with the hyena culture. A lot of modern women are not raised to be wives. Look at Gen Z women. And I think, Travis Hunter's girlfriend is obviously a Gen Z. They're both Gen Zs. That generation the way the sex is, the way so-called gender roles are traditional, what each sex did in terms of roles and how they conduct themselves. They don't know how to be a man, or they don't know how to be a woman. Gen Z has as a super challenge in Western society on how men and women should can interact and conduct themselves, and how to work and function in a relationship, because it's not there. Even if they had a two-parent home, that was very gynocratic and democratic.
Saying she's mixed race. Some people are saying she got a black mom, black dad, but that doesn't mean anything to me because, as you know, although I consider mixed race Africans to be black, as long as they identify full time, I have seen no evidence that Travis Hunter's girlfriend has ever identified as a black woman, ever. So even if she's biologically African and has a black parent, for me and most Pan-Africanists, you have to not only be biologically black, you have to be psychologically black. And I haven't seen any proof at all that Travis Hunter's girlfriend identifies as a black woman. But again, no disrespect to her. This is no hate to her. All we saying is we want to keep black money in the black community, and we want to keep black celebrities with our own black women. It's just a self-love thing.
Why don't you tell black women? Why don't you tell black women who are celebrities to not end up like Serena Williams? Why is it that you saying, and don't give me that men are the leaders stuff, because to me, it takes two. Men don't lead 100% of the time, and these women do not want to be led. How can you say be with black women when black women got the anti-black misandry mindset, and a lot of these black women are colonized? A lot of black women want to be like the Carolyn Bryant does to get a black man Emmett Till Lynch style. They want to imitate black men. They want to be like the Carolyn Bryant Dunhams and treat every black man they see like Emmett Till. Look at that. Look how that bitch out in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, lied on that black man and destroyed his reputation and tried to get him on the line, saying that she was being harassed and followed, and that didn't happen. Too many of these black women are acting like the colonizer hoe. They're acting like that dirty Snow Bunny, Dr. Umar Johnson. A lot of black women are being, because you don't call out the sprinkle, you don't call out Sheriff 7 for creating degeneracy of those type of black women. You enable black women like Suki Hana, who was grinding on a 10-year-old boy, molesting a 10-year-old boy, and you look the other way. On top of that, Dr. Warren Johnson, you ain't married. Where's your wife? You said you're not looking to be married. So how are you going to be talking about all that shit you're just talking about when you're not leading by example, my brother? I agree with some of your perspective on politics, but when it talks about relationships, you just need to shut the fuck up like everybody else.
And I just hope the brother wakes up and realizes what's going on before she takes half of what he's about to earn.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she came out and said that she didn't find him attractive, I mean, that's very chilling, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier when she said that she said that Travis Hunter wasn't really her type. So to your point, Art, what you just said, she said she wasn't really attracted to him at first. What is that telling you? Is that not the writing on the wall? The woman went so far as to tell people she was not attracted to you. So why is she with you? The same reason everybody else's white wife is with them, for money and status. For money and status. And for him to hear her say that and stay with her.
I'm gonna end it right there. Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, that's women across the board, my brother. That is women across the board. To say it's just nobody, that's just so ignorant and so played out. Ninja. Dude, I mean, Dr. Umar Johnson, you got black women divorced. Black women are the leaders of filing for fucking divorce and taking more than 70% of a black man's earnings, successful or not. Black women, black men are the most involved fathers. Black women use the anti-black system, the anti-black family court system to get abortions, to alienate the child from the biological father. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But again, Dr. Umar Johnson will not, let me tell my people this. When will Dr. Umar Johnson call out Sharon 7 and hold her accountable for telling black women to be whores, to scam black men out of their money, and this is how you divorce them, and blah, blah, blah. And Sharon 7 is still married to a dude who, basically a 9-year-old man who's a goddamn beta male sim and can't even wipe his own ass because he's so damn old. Of course. Hey, exactly. He never calls out black women who are married to white teen men. And look how he was silent about Serena Williams' self-hatred. He should have checked her on that. If he cares about black women, but he don't care about black women. We saw the clip how he was fucking with a Big Shirley. He had relations with a Big Shirley, pumped and dumped her, and disrespected her openly, and nobody held him accountable. The women in that conference, that's whatever workshop, did not hold this ninja accountable. He uses black women for sex. He tricks off a black woman and got the nerve to condemn black and judge other black men for what they do. Nah, nigga, shut the fuck up. At least Tariq Nasheed doesn't do that shit. Tariq Nasheed gotta walk on eggshells like other pro-black men. I'm not built like that. Black women marrying with broke white teen men is a problem that he never want to discuss. You got so many black women talking about they want a white man. If they can't get a white man, they'll get an Asian man. If they can't get that, they'll get a fair-skinned Latino man who's more of European, more of a Hispanic type of man, more of a white Hispanic. But he don't call out those women because of, like you said, because he don't want to mess up his hustle. Dr. Umar Johnson, where's your fucking school? Why ain't you married, my nigga, since you say black women are queens and mothers of the earth? A lot of I'm gonna say this because I gotta work my shift. I'm working right now, doing the Uber Eats thing. Okay. A lot of these pro-black men make me fucking sick. They never hold these bitches accountable because they're still doing dirt. Robert Perkins, bruh, as much as I rock with you, I still gotta hold you accountable. Look how you dogged out Cynthia G, man, a single mother. But you want to condemn black men who are deadbeats? Nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't care if you're into kids like your child is not living with you. You got kids, multiple baby mamas, and some are living with you, and others are not. That's a problem. I had to calm myself down. The church is no damn different. You got these pastors who are pandering to black women for money, and these and making these ninjas rich. TD Jakes a fraud. There are so many pastors, even in my area of Durham, North Carolina, and Raleigh, North Carolina, that are fucking pimps, pimping out these black women who are queens and don't do no wrong, but yet these are wolves in sheep's clothing, and yet their wives ain't no damn better. It's a modern woman problem. It's not a snow bunny. Yet, if you're going to speak on the racism aspect, okay, but you're not. It's a modern hyena problem. You got too many women who are degenerate hoes, who are feminists, who are misandrists. That is the problem. This is why men across the board, regardless of race, ain't marrying these hoes. This is why you got passport bros. And this is a racially across the board. This is why a lot of men don't want to deal with women in America and in any Western society, UK, Australia, Western Europe. They rather go far east. They rather go to the Far East, Central Latin America, some parts of Africa that is not westernized. Asia. Because the women are trash. I'm not saying men are trash over here. We got a lot of simps, and this is the problem. We got a simp problem in America. And we got a lot of men who enable this bullshit, and a lot of these men who are too afraid to check women because we got these beta male simp enforcers. And you got a bunch of old ass hyena bitches who enforce degenerate bitch behavior from these females and weaken these men. That's the problem. But anyway, I gotta get going, guys. Y'all have a good day.